All right, Jackson here with Attraction Level 1, and shout out to Taylor Welch, one of my sales mentors. I'm rocking his style of hair right now. Anyway, he's a phenomenal sales teacher and business coach, trainer, developer. So if you get the chance, you might as well follow him as well. Now, we're talking about going from stranger danger to friendly hero, right? That's a survival instinct. People don't know you. They're not going to trust you right off the bat. They're going to need somebody to be their hero, but they're not ready to see you as that individual right off the bat. So whoever is telling you to do these one call closes, that is 99% of the time not in your best interest. Unless you have like an emergency service and extreme urgency, it's really not a great idea, and it is somewhat of a danger at all times. So be aware of that. Those are not in your best interest. Treat those people nicely. Maybe keep them in your network, but a little bit at a distance. The one call closes are not that effective. And yes, you can take somebody to the altar tonight, perhaps at the bar, and go get married, but I don't recommend it. It's not a good idea. And the same applies for a life. So the alternative that people turn towards is, well, I better be friends with these people first. That's not a good idea either. You do not want to get stuck in the friend zone. It is not the goal. So this isn't just relationship advice. This is sales advice, very much so, because once you've crossed over to that friend zone, it may help you escape the idea of stranger danger, but it's going to hurt your ability to sell. So the hero, you want to be in the hero's position. That's really the key. If you can be the hero for these individuals, well, that means that you need to be on a mission, right? You need to have a purpose. You need to be driven, not just stationary and standing there. And listen, the great clients, they're going to understand that. They're going to be okay with you leaving them behind. They're going to be okay with your touching base once in a while. But guess what? Those who are selfishly driven, those who are the needy ones, they're the ones who become the villains, right? Think back to The Incredibles. The kid that wanted more attention from Mr. Incredible, he became the villain because he wanted to be in constant attention. He wanted to be the sidekick. And you know what? That wasn't the appropriate relationship for Mr. Incredible to have. So think of yourself as Mr. or Mrs. Incredible. And remember that when you're meeting people, you need to have really clear boundaries with your time and with your life. You need to be able to move fast from the alignment call or setting it to getting out of the way, to letting people marinate on that friendly interaction, and then to book an appropriate call with you as a doctor, right? As a person who's going to potentially fulfill their needs. And even in that environment too, you need to be professionally on point. So it's important to be friendly, but it's also important not to cross the threshold into the zone, okay? And it's important to teach your alignment specialist, if you have people making calls for you, these concepts as well. These concepts are really helpful. The templates, scripts, frameworks, whatever you want to call them, whatever type of assets you're using, those assets they have to be combined with somebody who's capable of implementing the asset. They have to be combined with somebody who can use it. A baseball bat can only hit a home run with a baseball if the person that's using it knows how to swing it. So let's make sure to train our people super well, which means let's make sure to train ourselves super well. Because whatever we're lacking in terms of training, we probably can't correlate or convey very well to those who are supporting our missions, and it's going to make it very hard to power launch. So I wish you the best power launch possible. We're here to guide you. Don't hesitate to book calls with us to get help, and we'll see you on the other side. Bye-bye.